Hello everyone. Hi guys. Welcome to my live. Hi everyone. My name is Miss Martins. Welcome. Hello. If you are new here, please comment down below. I have done lives before in the past, so I don't know if you're new. I don't know if I've seen you before. I don't know if I've met you. I don't know if you've met me. Let me know. Hi, I'm nervous for grade 9. HTTP Tristan. That's why I'm here. I'm hoping that I can help you. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Missy. Hello. Okay, cool. So guys, welcome for a few people to join. I want you guys to tell me, first of all, are you completely new here? Have you never been on my live before? Have you never been on my live? Is this your first live? If this is live, please comment down below, send me some likes, and welcome. I'm so happy to meet people and to have new people join our family, right? I'm grade 10. Hello, did you miss my grade 10 live? I just had a grade 10 live. This is for grade 9s, by the way. So if you're clicking on this and you're here to say hello, you're here just to listen and hear what's going on, just so you know, this is a grade 9 live. I have said this in my other lives. That doesn't mean that the rest of you can't stay and join us. You are more than welcome to join us. You are more than welcome to stay with us. I have done lives before. So I did a general Q&A for high school. That was my very first one. I don't know who was there for that one. So it was just a chatting one. I chatted to you guys. You told me what you were scared of. For high school, I gave you tips and advice. My second one was grade 8 maths. What was it, grade 8 maths? Yes, it was. Then I did grade 10 maths this morning. Well, I say this morning, I just finished grade 10 maths. So were any of you guys just in my previous live? Because I just finished grade 10 maths and this one is grade 9 maths. All right. You only do grade 9 and grade 10. No, I do other grades. It's just I'm currently where I teach this year, I will be teaching grade 8 and 9 maths and grade 10, 11, and 12 physical sciences. I am qualified to teach the other subjects, but it's just this year, that's what I'm doing. So if you're new here, welcome. Please follow me if you don't follow me yet. It's awesome to see you guys. Please follow me if you're new, and I'm so happy to have you guys join me and be a part of our new family. The reason I'm here is to help you guys do the absolute best that you can in grade 9. I know some of you are anxious. Okay, I know some of you are anxious about grade 9, and grade 8 was also a weird year because of COVID, and so was grade 7, and it was a whole thing. Okay, cool. So follow me if you don't follow me already, so that you can be part of the family, so you don't miss the next live, so you don't miss any videos, any tips, any tricks, any summaries, any notes that I might be uploading. Okay, then if you're not in grade 9, tell me what grade you're in. I'm interested. Then, while I'm going to explain to you what we're going to do in the live, I ask this at the beginning of every live because we're starting a new school year and I need to know where you guys need help. I need you guys to tell me, what are you scared of the most this year? So what is your biggest fear? And it can be math related, but remember, I'm not just a math teacher. I'm a teacher in general, so it can be school related. And I'm not just a teacher, I'm a human, so it can be life related. Like, I'm nervous about making new friends. I'm nervous about moving to a new school. I'm nervous about, just tell me what you're scared of. Obviously, if it's school related, then maybe I can help you to fail. Okay. Algebra. Okay, I see. Geometry. Awesome. Okay. Keep it coming. I want to get to know a little bit more about you guys. And then before we get started, can I please ask, if you haven't done so yet, please share this video with your friends that are in grade 9, because we want to help as many people as possible. And remember, if you love your classmates, if you love your friends, like I love my students, you want to help them. So sharing this video will help them do the best that they can in maths so that you guys can succeed together. Okay? Awesome. So share the live video with your friends. We want to meet new people. We want to help new people. And we want to ace this year. Okay. Do we have any other questions about school, about maths, anything. I don't know what subject to take for this year. I'll be doing a live, especially on subject choices a bit later in the year. Any other questions before we get started? So I'm Miss Martins. If you're just joining, make sure to follow me if you've just joined. We're going to be going over grade 9 maths and what to expect. Okay. If I'm lagging, it might just be the internet. Well, it's the internet connection. Try and leave and come back. Try and move to a different area in the house. Are you a teacher? Yes, I am. I'm a high school teacher. Okay, grade 9 maths. For this live, what we will be doing is I'm going to explain to you guys what topics will be coming up in grade 9 that's different to grade 8. So we'll be doing, I won't be explaining the new work, but I'm going to tell you what's coming up that you need to look out for. You know, like when your teacher says, guys, we're starting this section, you know, okay, Miss Martin said, I need to look out for this section, so I need to pay attention. So difficult topics. Then I'm going to go over topics that's coming up in term 1 for grade 9. I'm also going to go over quickly how I think you should take notes and study for maths, and how to practice and how to get the top marks. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly revise a few grade 8 topics that you need for grade 9. Here's the good news, guys. Here's the good news. Grade 8 term 1 and grade 9 term 1 for mathematics, they're so similar. They are so similar. So think back to grade 8 term 1. What did we do? We did highest common factor, lowest common multiple. We did types of numbers. We did operations, plus, minus, divide. We did BODMAS. We did ratios. We did rates. Yes, we did the number system. What else did we do? Do you remember? We did ratios. We did rates. We did a little bit of finance. I don't know if you did finance at your school. It was removed from the syllabus in some schools. But the same topics that we did in grade 8 is very similar for grade 9 term 1. The difference, integers. Yes, integers is another one. Integers is another one. The difference that comes in with grade 9 maths as opposed to grade 8 maths, there's a few new topics that you need to look out for, okay? There's a few new topics. So what grades do I teach? I teach from grade 8 to matric. This year at school, I'm going to be teaching grade 8 to 9 maths and then grade 10, 11, and 12 physical sciences. But I do teach other grades. It's just this year, that's my timetable. Okay. Oh, sorry, my camera has decided to move. So difficult topics that you guys will be doing in grade 9. Now listen, if you struggled with your algebra in grade 8, if you struggled with your algebra in grade 8, you need to brush up on your algebra, because what we'll be doing is we'll be doing more complicated algebra. We'll be doing algebra where there's negative exponents, and you're going to know what to do with the negative exponents, because we're going to ask you to leave your answer without negative exponents. It's not a biggie, but it's a slight difference. Then we're going to be adding in some solving. Hello guys, I see a lot of you guys are joining. There are new people. Welcome to the new people. New people, if you don't know who I am, I'm Miss Martins. Just follow me. If you don't follow me already, we're going over grade 9 and what to expect. That's what we're doing. Okay, so I said we're going to be doing new types of solving in algebra, right? So I know you've done solving, so solving equations, finding x. You've done that before, but we're going to be doing more. We're going to be doing more complicated ones. All right. Okay. Then, I don't know if you guys have heard of this topic yet, but it's called factorizing. Factorizing. That's a new topic in grade 9 maths that we will be doing. It's part of algebra, and it's one that people struggle with. So you need to keep an eye out on my TikTok, because I will definitely be doing live lessons to cover this. And while I'm talking about live lessons, guys, every now and then I'll go live on TikTok, but my main plan is to do live lessons that's also not on TikTok, because then I can use more resources. So if you click on the link in my bio after the live, you will see it says online workshops for grade 8 and 9 maths. In the future, I might expand it to grade 7 maths and grade 10 maths, but for now I'm doing grade 8 and 9 maths. You can click on that link and you can sign up for free trial workshops. So for a while, I'm going to be doing completely free lessons. It's not going to be on TikTok, although I will every now and then do one on TikTok, because I like to keep up with you guys. I like to help you. Will be on another platform. The first few months will obviously be free, and it'll be better because it's not TikTok. Not that there's anything wrong with TikTok. TikTok is amazing, but I can do more if I'm using a platform like Google Meet or Teams or Zoom or something like that. So if you're interested in that, just remember to follow me, and you're going to click the link in my bio afterwards to sign up for these workshops. Okay. Also, I have a YouTube channel. I'm going to be posting videos on that YouTube channel. I am from South Africa, yes. I'm going to be posting videos on that YouTube channel as the year goes on. I'm new to TikTok, new to YouTube, I'm new to the whole thing, so it is going to come, I promise you. Awesome. I will go over should you choose pure maths or maths lit in another live. It's a very good question. Okay, so new topics. We've got algebra, factorizing. We've got new types of solving equations. We've got, what else do we have? We have more complicated exponents. We're also going to do straight line graphs. So that's learning how to draw a straight line graph. And I know maybe you've touched on this in grade 8, but this is a Cartesian plane. That's a straight line graph. We're going to be learning how to draw those graphs. If I give you an equation like y equals 3x plus 2, draw that graph, okay? Or I give you a graph and you need to find the equation of that graph. Okay, so that's new. And then geometry, some topics in geometry, similarity and congruency. So if you suck at geometry, and it's your, it's your weak points, you may want to revise that before we go on to similarity and congruency. Okay, guys. What I'm going to do with you is I'm going to show you rather. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the camera. So any last questions before I flip the camera? Any last questions? What is your YouTube channel name? It's Maths and Science with Miss M. Okay? Maths and Science with Miss M. You can easily find my YouTube channel by clicking the link in my bio. So just make sure you follow me here on TikTok. Click the link in my bio. You'll be able to find my YouTube channel. Like I said at the beginning of the live, I know a lot of people have only joined us now, but there aren't many videos on my YouTube channel yet. But there will be tons of videos there eventually. It takes time. I am a teacher. I do teach full time at a school. So the social media, the TikTok, I absolutely love it. I want to help you guys as much as I can, but it'll be a process that's happening over time, but it's coming. I'm going to help you guys with YouTube. Okay, so remember to click the link in my bio after you follow me. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip the screen. I'm going to show you guys some topics, the topics that we're going to be starting with. Like I said, term 1 maths for grade 9 is basically the same as term 1 for grade 8. Very, very similar. So the things that I'm going to go over today, you might be bored. You might be sitting there like, oh, this woman is telling me things that I already know. I am bored. Guys, I told you, first of all, the grade 8 and grade 9 terms, very similar. And today is not about learning new work. It's about revising. So tell me now, would you prefer to start, well, I'm going to revise some number systems and stuff like that. But would you prefer to revise ratios and things like that? Or would you prefer to revise some algebra, exponents maybe? Tell me now, what do you think? I love to see you in the comments. However, let's make sure that it is, school related, ratios, algebra, exponents. Okay. Great. Guys, I'm seeing I'm seeing a bit of both. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split it. I'm going to do a little bit of ratios, a little bit of algebra. Now, remember, this isn't the only thing that you're going to be covering in grade 9 in term 1. It's just that I can't cover it all in 5 minutes. And I know you guys don't want to be sitting here for longer than 45 minutes. Some of you are still on holiday. Thank you so much, Nick, for the roses. That is so awesome. Okay, Euclidean geometry. That is coming later on in the year. All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to flip the screen. Let's go. Just give me a few seconds. The first few seconds are going to be a little bit wobbly because I need to flip the camera. So just bear with me. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate it. Let's flip the camera. Does anyone have any other school-related questions? When are we going to do integrals and derivatives? You start with calculus and matric, guys, but you don't do derivation and integration until university, really, properly. Okay, unless you do AP Maths, obviously. Let's flip this camera. Right. Can we all see? No, there's no one behind me. There's no one behind me. I'm all good, guys. Okay. How hard is grade 9? Grade 9 is a step up from grade 8. Grade 9 is a step up from grade 8. I'm not going to lie to you, but it's not that bad. The bigger jump comes from grade 9 to grade 10. Okay, can you see this? Can you hear me? Can you see this? I'm standing a bit closer to the microphone, so I hope I'm not too loud because I speak a little bit loud in general. So please let me know if I am shouting because I do tend to project my voice. Okay, so what you see on the screen now, these are your grade 8 topics. Okay, these are your grade 8 topics that you did in term 1. This is your grade 9 topics. If you can see, I know it's a bit blurry. I don't know how blurry, but I hope it's okay. If you can see, I will show you the new things that's coming. The real number system, this one over here, we touched on in grade 8, but we didn't do it properly, so I'm going to go over that now. We did all of this. Did you guys do finding the LCM and the HCF? Did you do this? We are going to do a refresher on this because it is important. We did ratios, but we're going to do it a bit more. What else? Okay. Did integers. This is new. Direct and inverse proportion. That's new, right? And then negative exponents in algebra. That is also new. So what I'm going to do in this live is we're going to go over the real number system because it's the very, very, very first thing that we're going to touch on in grade 9. So when you go back to school tomorrow, who's going to school tomorrow, guys? Comment down below if you're someone that's going to school tomorrow. That means you're in inland school. No. Me, okay. If you're going to school tomorrow, I am thinking of you and I wish you the best of luck. Who is going to school next week? Who's in the coastal cluster, which means you're going to school next week, Wednesday. Okay, if you're going to school tomorrow, we're going to go over this because it's the first thing you're going to do. Then we're going to go over direct. No, we're not going to do that. Then we're going to go over some ratios and then we're going to go over some algebra. Okay, like I told you guys, you need to, which country is this? We're in South Africa. Like I told you guys, we're not doing new stuff. We're doing revision. Do we all know how to round off? Do we all know how to round off? Guys, the reason I'm asking you this is because it's the silliest way to lose marks. This is what my grade 8 showed me. It's very cute. I want you guys to round that number off to 2 decimals. Let's do it quickly. We're getting our brains warmed up. I know this is super, super easy. Round this off to 2 decimals. If I'm rounding off to 2 decimals, I see some people say they forgot. So that's the first decimal. That's the second decimal. We're chopping the number off there. If this number is 5 or more, then we're going to increase the number next to it. If it's 4 or less, we let it rest, which means we leave it as is. So our answer is 566, comma. I'm writing on my notes underneath. It's 566, comma 22. What about this one? We chop it off over here because it's second decimal place. This number is 5 or more, which means I raise the score. I need to make that number 1 bigger. So it's 34,68. Easy stuff. What about this one? 34,68 is that one. What about this one? I need to round it off to 2 decimal places. So that's the first decimal place. That's the second decimal place. I need to chop it off there. Now we have a problem. This is 5 or more, which means I need to raise the score, which means I need to make this bigger. But 9, now what? So think of it as 99 or 99. What's going to happen is we're going to raise the score and we're going to turn this to 4,00. If you just write 4, you are perfectly fine. 4 and 4,00 is the same thing. Easy. I started off with easy stuff to get you guys warmed up. Then, next. Do you guys know what's going on this page right now? Do you know what's going on this page right now? This is the number system. Did anyone do the number system last year? Did you guys do the number system last year? It's technically grade 9 work. So actually, I'm sort of kind of teaching you new work now, but it's okay because it's the first topic that you're going to be doing in grade 9. Let's just go for it. It's quite easy. So the number system, it's basically taking all the numbers out there and it's dividing it into categories. So when we think, you can't see the sides. Yes, okay, I do see that. Okay, it's not chopping off too much. Dividing by 0, I see. I need to lift my ring light up a bit, which is going to be a slight problem. Don't worry, guys. I can take a PDF. I can make this into a PDF and upload it for you guys. But basically, numbers are either going to be real numbers or non-imaginary numbers. Okay? It's either going to be real numbers or non-real or imaginary numbers. Most numbers that we're going to be dealing with fall under the real category, the real numbers. Non-real numbers, there's only 2 types that you need to know. Square roots of negative numbers. So basically non-real numbers or imaginary numbers is if I put it in my calculator is going to say math error. Calculator will say, sorry, math error. How do we know if it's going to be a non-real or imaginary number? So square roots of negative numbers. So let's do the square root of -2. I'm going to show you guys on the calculator right now. Square root of -2. If I press equals, do you see there it says math error? That's because it's undefined, it's non-real, it's imaginary. Also dividing by 0. You cannot divide anything by 0. Okay, done. Real numbers, I can break down further. So we're done with non-real or imaginary. We can break down real numbers further into rational numbers and irrational numbers. The symbol for rational numbers, I forgot the symbol over there. The symbol for rational numbers is a Q, like that. Don't ask me why it's a Q. It's just a Q. Okay, irrational numbers, it's basically the same symbol but with a little line over there. So rational numbers are basically numbers that you can write as a fraction. They're numbers that have decimals that stop or recurring decimals. They're proper and improper fractions. They include integers. They include whole numbers. They include natural numbers. Those are rational numbers. Irrational numbers are numbers that cannot be written as a fraction. Okay? Cannot be written as a fraction. So those are numbers that go on and on and on. If you look at pi on your calculator, so you press shift pi and you press equals, and I press SD. I hope you guys know this, by the way. Do you see that number goes on and on and on and on? I know it stops over there, but guys, grade 9s, it's stopping over there because there's no space on the calculator screen. In reality, These decimals go on and on and on. They're non-terminating decimals, okay? Or square roots of numbers that are not perfect squares. If I take the square root of 15 and I press equals, my calculator tells me square root of 15. If I press SD, do you see what I get there? I get an irrational number. It goes on and on and on. Then, how do you guys tell the difference between whole numbers and natural numbers? Whole numbers have a 0, natural numbers do not. This is easy stuff. Now, I want you guys to tell me, what categories does this fall into? What category does that fall into? What category does this fall into? Is this real or non-real? It's real, right? It's not a non-real number. It's not going to give you math error. Is it rational or irrational? Okay, so it is real. Yes, because if I type 0.25 on my calculator and I press equals, it doesn't say math error. Is it rational or irrational? It's rational. How do you know that it's rational? Because the decimals stop. They do not go on forever and ever, right? You can also write this as a fraction. So if you can write a number as a fraction, then it is a rational number. Is this an integer? Yes, this is a terminating decimal. Can make a fraction. Yes, what is the fraction of 0.25, guys? It is a quarter. Is this an integer? Tell me, is this an integer? Is it an integer? No. Why? Because integers go from negatives to positives. So it goes from negative infinity to positive infinity, and it includes 0. So it doesn't include decimal numbers. Is this a whole number or a natural number? Is it a whole number or a natural number? No, it is not. Whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you see? It's not the decimal numbers. It's not the decimal numbers. It's not a natural number either. This one, -4, it is real. It is rational. I can write it as a fraction. -4, I can write it as -4 over 1. Is this an integer? Yes. Is this a whole number? Is this a whole number? It is an integer. Is it a whole number? No, it is not a whole number. It is not a natural number. Remember, whole numbers start from 0 and go on. Natural numbers start from 1 and go on. -4 is that way. It is not a whole number or a natural number. Let's do 2 more. What is that? What on earth is that? What is that? Can we change the topic? No, unfortunately, we are doing revision of math. That is pi. Yes, it is. Does anyone know the first few digits of pi? Pi is 3,14. Come on, who knows the rest? 3,141592 something 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 blah blah blah. Okay, it goes on and on and on. You actually get competitions where people memorize digits of pi. Go Google it after this. People can memorize hundreds and hundreds and thousands of digits of pi. I'm not making this up. Okay, so pi, is this real or non-real? Is it real or is it non-real? Tell me what you think, guys. So pi, so I see someone said they're not understanding. If I press, do you see there's the pi button? If you joined late, you are going to be confused. If you go shift pi and you press equals, and you press this button called SD, it says 3,1415 blah, 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 blah. It goes on and on and on. That 1415926 blah, 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 blah. That is a real number. It is real. Guys, remember, I see some people are saying non-real. That's fine. Remember, what makes a number non-real? How do I know if something is non-real? What will your calculator tell you if it's non-real? If a number is non-real, my calculator will say math error. It'll say error. Yes, it will. It'll say math error. Look, if I type in pi and I press equals, does it tell me math error? No, it doesn't tell me undefined. It doesn't tell me math error. So this is a real number. Is this a rational or an irrational number? Is it rational or irrational? Is it rational or is it irrational? So remember, the symbol for rational is that. The symbol for irrational is that. Which one is pi? Is it rational? Thank you for the rose. Is it rational or irrational? It's irrational. Yes, well done. Why is it irrational? Because the decimals go on and on and on. You cannot write pi as a fraction. Okay, you can estimate more or less. Okay, let's go on, guys. I think people are bored of rational and irrational. Tell me, what school tomorrow? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry about that. I know it's going to go well, though. It's going to go well. Just have positive vibes and positive feelings. Okay. A factor is a number that can divide into another without a remainder. So grade 9s, what are the factors of 30? Come on. This is grade 7 work. You guys can do this. You guys can do this. What are the factors of 30? Can you guys see now? Can you see now? What are the factors of 30? Come on, you can do this. So, what are the numbers? What are the numbers that can divide into 30 without a remainder? 1, 2. Come on, guys. I asked the grade 8s this. Oh, there we go. Tristan. Yes, man. Tristan pulling through for me. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. What else? What else? 10, 15, and 30. There we go. Can you guys see the page? I'm seeing some people say that they can't see the page. I really hope you can see the page. So, factors are numbers that can divide into another number without a remainder. 4 is not a factor. Why? Because if I say 30 divided by 4, I get a remainder. I get a remainder. Okay. Okay, you can see. Awesome. Thank you. Nice and clear. Perfect. Okay. Let's carry on. What are the multiples of 30? What are the multiples of 30? So, a multiple is when you multiply 30. Yes, there we go. There we go. There we go. 30, 60, 90, and so on. Right? 30, 60, 90. What else? 120. If we go on, I'm going to lose place on my paper. So I'm going to stop there. Basically, it's if you take 30 and you multiply it by a natural number, you'll get the multiples. That's easy. Next. What are the prime factors of 30? So guys, let's take a look. We already looked at the factors of 30. Hope you guys can see this. We already looked at the factors of 30. Just trying to readjust my camera, sorry. We already looked at the factors of 30. What are the prime factors of 30? Prime numbers only have 2 factors, 1 and itself. Is 1 a prime number? No. 1 is not a prime number. It's something that people often forget. It's actually a universal factor, so it's not a prime factor. So 2 is a prime factor. What else is a prime factor? What else is a prime factor? 3 is a prime factor, and 5 is a prime factor. 6 is not a prime factor, for example, because 1 can go into 6, 6 can go into 6, 2 can go into 6, 3 can go into 6. Okay, so we've got our prime factors. Do you guys know how to write a number as a product of its prime factors? How do I write a number as a product of its prime factors? There, I actually gave you the answer. So you either use a factor tree or a factor ladder, or you use your calculator. Okay? Have you guys done this before? Have you done this? Have you written a number as a product of its prime factors using a factor tree or a factor ladder? And if you have done this, which method do you prefer? Do you prefer the ladder? Do you prefer the tree? What do you prefer? Okay, yay. People are saying that they've done this. Some people haven't, and that's okay. Some people are saying they don't remember, and that's why I'm here. Okay. Do you guys know how to use your calculator to do it? Do you know how to use your calculator? I'm going to show you now if you don't. So let's do it. Let's actually do this. Let us write 30 as a product of its prime factors. So here I've got the ladder method. Here I've got the tree method. I think most people use the ladder. So let's start with the ladder. So how do I start this? So writing 30 as a product of its prime factors. Well, I'm dealing with prime factors. So you need to say, what is the smallest prime factor that can divide into 30? And the answer is 2. How many times does 2 go into 30? How many times can 2 divide into 30? 15 times, right? Now, smallest prime number is 2. Can 2 go into 15? No. What is the next smallest number, prime number, that can divide? 3, yes. How many times can 3 go into 15? 5. Okay, then, can 2 go into 5? No. Can 3 go into 5? No. What's the next smallest prime number? 5. 5 goes into 5. How many times? Once. Some of you might do your ladder slightly different, but basically, guys, all that you need to know is that once you've reached a point where you can't go anymore, then you are done. So now you take the prime factors. These are the prime factors. 2, 3, and 5. And you go like this. You go 30 equals 2 times 3 times 5. And does this make sense? Yes, this does make sense. 2 times 3 is 6. And 6 times 5 is 30. Doing the tree is very similar. You just start with 2. 2 goes into 30 15 times. You can't divide by 2, so you need to divide by 3. 3 goes into 15 5 times. And I stop here because these are all prime numbers. So 2 times 3 times 5. Now, the calculator is so much better than this. So much better. If you guys don't know how to do this, I know some schools don't show the calculator method, but what you do is you say 30 equals, then you press shift, that button over there, shift, and you press fact, which is that button over there. And the calculator gives it to you. However, if you do this in a test and an exam and they tell you to do the method using the tree or the ladder, you have to do it using the tree or the ladder. Do you want to try one more? So there's my steps for doing it using a calculator. If you want to screenshot that, if you've never seen it before, I'll do it one more time for you guys. There's the steps. There's the steps. I'm going to do it one more time for you. So what you do is you go 30, you type in the number. So make sure your screen is cleared first. Okay, so clear your screen. You type 30, you press equals, you press shift, and you press fact, which is over there. And it gives you your answer. Amazing. Send likes if this has helped you in grade 8, or if you didn't know that, because amazing. If you've just joined us, make sure to follow me. We're doing some grade 9, well, actually some grade 8 revision to prepare us for grade 9. Okay. Now, do you guys know how to use prime factors to determine if 18 is a factor of 252? Okay. So you can do this without using prime factors. Use prime factors to determine if 18 is a factor of 252. You can take your calculator and you can go 252 divided by 18. If there's no remainder, which there isn't, then it is a factor. But what you can do instead, if they say use prime factors, what you need to do is you actually need to do what I just showed you. You need to do the product of the prime factors. So we're going to do 18 first. We go 18 equals shift and then fact. So we got 2 times 3 to the power of 2. 2 times 3 to the power of 2. What about 252? If you guys have your calculator with you, I hope you're trying this. 252 equals shift fact. Ooh, that's a long one. 2 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of 2 times 7. 2 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of 2 times 7. So what you do is you take your calculator and you get the product of the prime factors for both numbers. And then you look. If they have the same bases, then it is a factor. So, does anyone need me to repeat how to do that again? Does anyone need me to repeat how to get the product of the prime factors before I move on? Please let me know before I move on. Otherwise, I'm just going to assume that you know what's going on and I'm going to move on. Okay? I'm going to assume that you know what's going on and I'm going to move on. If you don't tell me, you're fine. Please, must I do it one more time? So we go 18 equals shift fact. Okay, so we go 252 equals shift fact. That's how I got those answers. One more time. 252 equals shift fact. Okay, that's how I got that answer. You do the same for the 18. Then what you do is you look at what you've got and you see that all the prime factors of 18 are prime factors of 252. 18 contains a 2. Do you see that? 2 to the power of 1. Basically, they have matching numbers, yes. Or not quite matching, but if 18 has 2 times 3 to the power of 2. If 252 also has that, it doesn't matter if they have extra. If 252 has at least this, then 18 is a factor of 252, basically. Okay, so 18 contains a 2, whereas 252 contains 2 to the power of 2. So all that means is that 252 has more 2s, but they still have a 2. So that means that they share that. Okay. Yes, 252 has more 2s, but 252 still has what 18 has. And they have the exact same 3s, 3 squared and 3 squared. That means that 18 is a factor of 252. Okay, this is what we call a higher level question. And this is actually grade 9 work. So if you're a bit confused, I don't want you to stress. Okay, it was at 2 p.m. Oh, are you asking about the grade 10 live? Yes, it was at 2 p.m. I'm so sorry if you missed it. Okay, do we know the last thing that I'm going to do? Because I started at 3:30 and I said I was going to go for 45 minutes. We're going to end off with a little bit of questions and answers, but I'm going to do one more thing for you guys. And I might quickly revise some algebra, like super quick if you guys want. Do you guys know how to write the fraction 336 divided by 980 in its simplest form? I see someone asked about a sharp calculator. Listen, when I was in school, I had a sharp calculator. It doesn't do some of the things that Casio can do, unfortunately. Casio calculators are on special, I think, at Checkers at the moment. So maybe you guys can go check that out. Let's just do this and then I might revise some quick algebra and then we can go. All right. Write the fraction 336 divided by 980 in its simplest form without using a calculator. Use prime factors. So how would I do this? Well, first I need to rewrite. Let me write this a bit bigger for you guys. 336 divided by 980. What we would do first is we would rewrite the top and bottom as products of prime factors. So what I mean by that is 336, you can use the ladder method, you can use the tree method, but you can go 336 equals shift fact. We've got 2 to the power 4 times 3 times 7. At the bottom, we've got 980. 980 equals shift fact. That is 2 to the power of 2 times 5 times 7. 2 to the power of 2 times 5 times 7 to the power of 2. Now, what do you guys think I do from that point? What I can do now is I can simplify, right? So what I mean by that is you guys need to remember your exponent rules, okay? You need to remember your exponent rules. So I've got 2 to the power of 4 at the top and 2 to the power of 2 at the bottom. What can I do if the bases are the same? What can I do to the exponents? So if I have the same base, what can I do to the exponents? If I have the same base and I'm dividing, yes, minus, beautiful Wonder Girl, I can minus the exponents. And Kryptonite, I see you, Joshua, I see you guys. So what I say to my students when I teach this is 2 to the power of 4 is bigger than 2 to the power of 2. So because 4 is bigger, the 2 has to stay at the top. Then what is 4 minus 2? It is 2. Okay. Are there any other bases with the 3? No. So the times 3 needs to stay at the top. The times 5, there's no other 5s here. So the 5 needs to stay at the bottom. What about the 7s? What about the 7s? Where is the exponent bigger for the 7s? That is 7 to the power of 1. That is 7 squared. The exponents are bigger at the bottom. So we need to leave the 7 at the bottom. Then, because we're dividing, we need to minus the exponent. Yes, the 7 goes to the bottom. Good. So what is 2 minus 1? It is 1, right? So what we've got so far is 2 to the power of 2 times 3, and at the bottom 5 times 7. 2 to the power of 2 we know is 4. What is 4 times 3? It is 12. So at the top I have 12. Then at the bottom I have 5 times 7, which is 35. Can I simplify that? No, I cannot. So if they ask you to use prime factors, you need to do this method. All right. If you haven't followed me yet and you're new, please make sure to follow me for future lives and future videos. Would you guys like me to do 3 grade 8 algebra sums very, very quick as revision before we go? Very, very quick. I did grade 10. Yes, I did. I did grade 10 at 2 p.m. today. If you don't want me to do algebra, it's going to be so quick. Then you are obviously free to leave. I'm not keeping anyone here. But I know some of you do not like algebra. Do not like algebra. So let's do quick algebra. All right. This is grade 8 stuff. So it should actually be fine for you. Let's do it quickly. Let's do these two, and then we're going to have to save the rest for another live. This is grade 8 algebra, but I mean, you do it again in grade 9. So you need to know how to do this. How do we do this, guys? So here, I'm multiplying. What do I do to the exponents when I multiply? What do I do to the exponents when I multiply? Okay, what do I do to the exponents? I add the exponents. But first, I need to look at the coefficients. The coefficient is 2.5. It's the big numbers. I'm multiplying. What is 2 multiplied by a half? A 2 multiplied by a half is 1, right? You don't need to put the 1 there. It's not necessary, but I'm going to put it there anyway. Then you add the exponents. So I've got x to the power of 6, and I've got x to the power of 1. If I multiply x and x, the bases are the same, so you keep the base, then I add the exponents. What's 6 plus 1? It is 7. I can do the same for the y's. The bases are the same, and I'm multiplying, so I add the exponents. So it's going to be y, 2 plus 4 is 6. And that's it. Easy as pie. Right? Next one. What do I do here? What rule do I apply over here? What do I do with the exponents over here? Tell me what you think. So what I do is I need to be aware of the fact that this is technically one term. So why is it 1? Okay, so why do you mean over here? It's 1 over here because 2 multiplied by a half is 1. So think of what is half of 2? Half of 2 is 1. Okay. Over here, I'm going to multiply the exponents. Yes, I do need to do the exponents first because there's brackets here. I need to do the exponents. Now, what I tell my students is this is one term, but each thing here has its own exponent. So we've got y to the power of 2, we've got x to the power of 3, and we've got negative 2 to the power of 1. There's an invisible 1 over there. So what you need to do is you need to go negative 2, and what did we say we do to the exponents? We multiply everything on the inside with everything on the outside. So I call it power outside inside rule. The power outside inside rule. The power outside inside rule. So we go negative 2, then 1 times 2 is 2. The brackets are important. The brackets are important. Then we got x, then we got 3 times 2, which is 6, and then y, 2 times 2, which is 4. The brackets are important because what is negative 2 squared? Negative 2 squared is negative 2 times negative 2. And that is positive 4. So my answer is positive 4, x to the power of 6, y to the power of 4. Remember, we're multiplying power inside times the power inside. Power outside times the power inside. Okay. Why are the brackets important? Just look at what I'm going to show you now. If I have brackets and I say negative 2 squared, look what answer it gives me. Positive 4. If I leave the brackets and I say negative 2 squared, look at what answer it gives me. Negative 4. Do you guys see why the brackets are important? If it's a negative, you need brackets. All right, guys, that is it for today. Please, if you are new and you haven't joined a live before, if you don't follow me, please, 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 can you follow me so you don't miss any videos that I make in the future? I will be going live more often, but remember I told you if you want more longer lessons, click on my bio, sign up for my online workshops. They will be free initially. I do private tutoring, but I've decided to do a few free online lessons. I'm going to flip the camera so I can see you guys while I talk. So you can see me rather. I can't see you. I can see your comments. Ooh, okay, I tied up my hair. All right. So please remember to follow me. Click on the link in my bio, sign up for my lessons. They are free for now. In the future, I do tutor, I do private tutoring, but I've told all my TikTok followers that I'm going to be doing it for free. I don't only do maths. My main subject is physical sciences. I'll be going live for physical sciences tomorrow for grade 10s, grade 11 physical sciences the next day on Thursday, and then for grade 12s on Friday. All right. So remember to follow me, share my profile with your friends so that everyone can know about me. The next live, I will definitely post videos to announce when my next live will be. It'll probably be a bit longer into the term so you guys can do some work and actually learn before I help you. So yeah, please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel because videos will be coming as well. All right, I will be uploading some of the notes as well to my link in my profile, and yes, proportion will be in the next lesson. Thank you so much for joining, guys. It was a pleasure having you guys here. And if you're going to school tomorrow, good luck. And yes, I'll be doing a live on subject choices. Good luck for tomorrow and for next week, Wednesday. You guys are going to be amazing. I do maths and physical sciences. Lots of love. Bye, everyone.